Right. The reason that you're with your wife today,
right.
still.
Part of that reason, correct. Absolutely. So he was in there being that person in the middle of it. So he was the one where he was explaining and talking, because sometimes during those type of situations, wife didn't want to hear from me. My wife didn't want to hear from me.
Absolutely not.
But, she was hearing from Tyrese from a different side.
And he's saying,
can I finish my story?
oh.
So anyway, Tyrese called and said, hey, this is what I want you to do. Get a dinner, book a private room at your house. I'm going to be there. You and your wife have a dinner, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to sing Stay, which is my favorite Tyrese song.
Classic record.
Oh my God.
Classic record.
Right? And he had a violinist, and he came and they sang Stay, and he sat down there with us for dinner and spoke to us and guided us through as far as he could our relationship, and we had to go through other steps.
And then with all of that, Tyrese still got to beg Envy to play his record.
And then the thing is, and then y'all treat him like this when he comes here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
well,
Ty.
No, before I even got here, that's the whole thing. What Charlamagne just said is true. I don't feel, and you got to keep in mind, I look at it as heavenly deposits. When you do things for people, and you're not saying, I'm going to do this because I want this out of it.
Right.
Like, the most uncomfortable part of my day thus far is just listening to Envy tell that story.
Oh, why? Why is
because
that uncomfortable?
I didn't do it to be
for be praised about it.
I didn't do it because I knew that they was going to write their book together about it or be doing interviews about it. It was literally an assignment. So crazy that even before I came here to sing at this restaurant, we were already on the phone for at least 2 months. I didn't hear your interview.
I never even heard
in
anybody
New
say
York.
that before. We was on the phone for 2 months.
We was on the phone for 2 straight months because I never heard your interview from New York. That happened for me for L.A.
From LA.
Yeah, because when you announced it, it went viral. So I was able to hear the apology on the gram. So that's when I reached out to you. And then this is something I've never told you. You remember when I said, hey, man, make arrangements to get the whole house cleaned, the housekeeper. And then I said, I'm going to set up the room, come meet me here. And we organized all of that. I text you and I was like, yo, man, I'm on my way to New York. I got a bunch of interviews and meetings and label. I got to go run in the label, go this and that. That was all a lie. I flew in town just for you and your wife.
Oh, wow.
So,
and you don't play his records.
No,
it's not about his records.
I don't need my records played.
Yeah.
But I will say this.
But this is the part that I don't appreciate about Envy. Is when Tyrese divorce comes across your headline. When the captions associated to the things that come across your desk. Where's that same heart and love that I extended to you that you could extend to me, instead of it just being paper pushing and this is what Tyrese is on the gram again.
That's
and
exactly
then
what
it's
he
like,
do.
okay, that's expected. No, it's all right. This is my brother.
Well, Envy can't sing though.
No,
he
Envy
can't.
never does
shut
it
up,
though.
man. Why is everything a
He
joke
does
to you,
that.
man?
I'm not joking.
Why is everything serious?
While
that.
every on-air personality, blog, podcast, whatever, they got a job to do. They're going to say things for clickbait, ratings, this and that. But when you have certain people on the radio and you've developed some type of relationship with them, and again, you owe me nothing, right? Ultimately, you did the work.
Right.
God just decided to take my hand and use it in any way he can. And there's nobody that could ever give me more props than what God has done for me.
Yeah.
To say, like, good job, son. You did everything I asked you to do. You don't even know what I have in mind for you, but you did it. And there's a very married couple that was very married. Everybody go through things. But why is my marriage funny? Why is my divorce just something to talk about?
Perfect.
Where
Good
is
question.
the outreach?
This is a good
question.
conversation.
No,
Let's put it all out
this
there.
is a good question.
Go ahead.
Where
Good
is the
question.
call? You good,
It's-
Reese?
It's like
We
Do I
checked
need to
on
come
you.
to Atlanta and come pull up on you at the house and
Charlamagne did,
put my
but
eyes on you?
let me tell you.
Charlamagne came to do an interview that I requested for him to do. I'd never stepped in, and God never used me to step in when this man's marriage was potentially on the brink.
I'm gonna tell you why. It's kind of like when a preacher tells you something in church, right? And the preacher tells you what you need to do to be better. Then you look at the preacher's life and you say, how do you teach me something that you're not doing? I don't respect the preacher anymore.
Oh, shit.
I respect the message and how it came. But you know what I've been through, and you know how I changed as a man and as a person. And you were there for it. You was a brother for it. But then when I look at my brother and saying what he's telling me to do and how he's telling me to live, he's not living that way. I don't respect it.
How do we know that, though?
Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because and these are the things that we've seen, and not only in private, because things that we know in private, but it's also things that I see in public.
Okay.
Me and my wife are good, right?
Hold on. I got to respond to that.
Let me give examples first so you understand where I'm coming from. Because if you don't know where I'm coming from, you're just going to pull things out the blue.
I'm not going to pull anything out the blue. I'm going to respond to what you just said. First of all, to arrive at an opinion of what I'm doing versus what I'm not doing is based on public consumption. I never made a decision, or God never used me to make a decision about your life based on what was being reported on public consumption. What I know about you, what I know about what you did, what I ultimately knew about what your wife was feeling and carrying and what y'all were in the process of, you couldn't read none of that online. I got that information from the outreach. So whatever feelings you have about me and what I should be or shouldn't be doing pertaining to my approach with how I'm unraveling and bleeding out loud in the middle of my thing, that would have actually been the reason to call.
No, and I did have conversations with you, and this is from before your ex-wife when you were talking to the girl out overseas and who you were as a man. I didn't respect that. And then when we talk on these private chats and has nothing to do with the public, just having to do with who you were and how you speak and how you talk about the people next to you, I didn't respect it. To the point where I blocked you on my chat because I didn't want to see Tyrese as that. That's not the man that was my brother.
Let's shoot bail because I think this is a great conversation because I think it's a lot of miscommunication between all of us, right? And you were going through a lot back then because you admitted that to me. Because when me and you had words.
Are we talking about psych med?
Yeah. That's when you was on the psych med.
It's a little bit of everything.
He was on the psych meds then because you said you don't even remember a lot of the stuff you were saying.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't at all. Yeah. So it's like when you get drunk, do you hold your boy to what he's saying while he's drunk?
No, I never held that against you.
Okay. Do you hold anybody to anything that they're doing when you know that this is their usual self? They were drunk, they were out of their mind, and they end up saying and doing some shit that hurt my feelings, that was offensive, that made me feel a way. But I know that characteristically, that's not who this man is.
Well, yeah,
see the difference is, I honestly don't know what psych meds you were on or who you were during that point. I don't know.
It's called Rick Solti. It fucked me up.
I don't know. I never had a conversation with you because I never wanted to see you like that. The person who spoke to me on these texts, spoke to my wife during that time at the text, I didn't like that. And I wanted to remember Tyrese as a person that was my brother and helped my relationship, not the Tyrese that I was going through. So I took a step back from you
got
until
the
we had a
text
conversation.
Messages of the psych med Tyrese?
He did. That's what it was.
You crazy? Charlamagne told you to suck his dick before on that message.
Because you was talking crazy.
Whoa.
You know that. We had this conversation already.
Guys.
But he literally said, I don't remember any of that.
I don't remember what I said that made you say that or made you feel that way.
But to this point, I took a step back because I didn't know what you were going through. And I tried to talk to you, and I seen who you were. And I didn't even like who you were online. And to my point, I tried. And when I seen how you were talking this way, I said, I'm going to take a step back.
And you know, when me and Tyrese had a
How convenient? Yeah, how convenient. Yeah, when the way you were talking, the way that you were.
How convenient to step back.
What you mean?
I never stepped back from you.
From you.
It's right.
You should have.
But I never talked to your wife in a disrespectful manner, and you talked to mine in a disrespectful manner.
How?
And I never told nobody that. Even when you were on, and you could say you were on those psych meds, and you could say that you weren't.
What you mean?
But as a man, some of the things that you said, Tyrese, deserved me to box your mouth.
Whoa,
and I didn't. No. We were talking because this is something that I never wanted to say. And since he wants to be, well, why envy? I'm telling him why. You said disrespectful shit to my wife.
What do you say?
It's neither here nor there. To the point where my wife doesn't call you back anymore. And to the point when you started talking to psych meds, me and my wife had a conversation and said, well, maybe Tyrese was on those medicines when he said it. But if you ever text me and my wife, you can't text me because I just unblocked you.